Hey guys, it's Dan from Soileater, and today I'm excited to announce the new product line we have, the ARIDE series pouches. Alright, so first I'm going to go over the ARIDE bang pouch, and then secondly I'll go over the ARIDE smoke pouch. Alright, so ARIDE, for my guys in law enforcement, it does not stand for what you think it is. That is a very boring class. What it does stand for, however, is adjustable ride height. Alright, so we'll get into what these pouches, what they do and what their capabilities are, but before I do that, I want to kind of break down to you very quickly why I needed to design a new pouch and what issues I was having with the current pouches that I was issued. So back in the day, we got these. I'm not going to go over the names of them. I'm not trying to throw shade at other companies because, again, I'm sure everyone's got their opinions on different companies. But all the pouches I was issued never really held the bang properly. There was no real way to adjust it. You could tighten the straps down, or like the 1/8 inch shock cord, some of the elastic, you could adjust that all down, but the bang still never really fit in there well. The cover here would pop out, and it just never really fit the bangs. My team in particular ran CTS minis, but I know a lot of teams out there are running the CTS full size as well as a Def Tech low rolls. So really on the market, I found lots of different bang pouches, but none of them really fit what I wanted. The other issue with them is the buckle system. So when I would go to deploy this bang, the buckle never really did anything. So I'd have to unbuckle it, fold the flap out of my way to be able to grab the bang and deploy it. All right, whether that was on my side like this or whether it was on my teammate's back, right, where I have to pop the flap, open it up, and then grab the bang. Another issue with these was just kind of the molly on them and how they attached to your kit. They were very loose and kind of saggy. Right? Whenever you are not using a bang, right? So a lot of the teams out there, you probably run your kit in multiple, you kind of wear multiple hats at work, right? So maybe during the day you're doing surveillance, like plainclothes detail, where you have your kit. Maybe you're serving warrants. Maybe you're doing riot control or civil unrest, that sort of thing. Well, now when I don't have a bang in this pouch, either I'm not authorized to or it's just not the right setting, now I've got this floppy, saggy pouch that I kind of can't do anything with. It kind of just stays there, right? That's even more troublesome when you have a large bang or a large smoke pouch, right? So this smoke pouch is pretty big. You need a larger pouch to fit some of these full-size bangs, right? Whether it's a jet lights or whether it's a triple canisters and that sort of thing. And again, you have all this extra space and kind of nothing to do with it, right? Most law enforcement agencies, as you know, do not carry smokes on them all the time, right? Or they do not carry any CS or OC all the time. But I still need a means to carry it. With that became, some guys would run like the rubber bands going on there, so they'd have like 6 rubber bands all roped to it and hope it stays on there, right? Well, we're not in the position to be able to lose a CS grenade or an OC grenade when you're moving around, getting in and out of trucks and so on, right? So you have to be accountable for all your gear. So to me, the rubber bands never sat well. I did not like kind of the uncertainty of knowing where that is. So that led me, this project, just so you guys know, originally started almost 5 years ago now with the first prototype, second prototype, and so on, until eventually I had the capabilities now in-house to laser cut prototypes to get it exactly how I wanted it. So the technology, due to your support, has allowed me to increase my capabilities as a company to now provide you the pouch that I had thought of years ago. So let's get into what the ARIDE pouch stands for, right? So adjustable ride height. Well, what does that mean? All right. So I wanted a pouch that you could adjust the height of the bang, right? And why would you want to do that? Well, depending on where you carry your bang, it is nice to be able to adjust how much of that bang sticks out for grabbing and deploying the bang. All right. So what do I mean by that? Well, we'll get into it, right? Our SOPs on the team, on my team, are to carry the bangs, 2 bangs on your back, right? So any entry guy on our team will have 2 bangs on their back. But again, like I said, I don't utilize bangs all the time, right? My normal day-to-day job, plain clothes, doing warrant service, that sort of thing, doing open air takedowns, vehicle interdictions. I don't necessarily have bangs because I'm not authorized in that setting to utilize them. But I don't want big, saggy, flappy bang pouches on my back. So as you can see here, these pouches, one feature of them is that they're lined with Velcro one wrap on the inside, right? So when you're not utilizing them, you can smush them down flat and then tuck the flap inside. All right, so you just take it, you kind of twist it, buckle it in, and now as you can see there, look how flat that pouch is, right? There's no sagging, there's no flopping, it's just nice and flat. You could sit in a car for hours and not have any issues, not get any snag hazards and that sort of thing, all right? Now, let's say I want to deploy with my bangs. Well, what do I need to do? Just going to pop both of those off. All right, grab 2 bangs, open that up, insert the bang. For us, our SOP is to keep pins facing your body so that there's no snag hazards. So I do that. Spoon for us, again, goes on the inside of the bang, or I'm sorry, inside of the pouch. I'm going to slide that in there. I have these all adjusted, and it clips right in, keeping it nice and retained. That's one. Same thing, pop it open on the side there, insert the bang with the spoon inside the pouch with the pin facing inward, all the way in there, and then flip it. All right, so this would be what I would carry on the back of my kit. Now you'll notice here, nice retention here. I can adjust these flaps to make them as tight as I want. So if you feel like the top's a little loose, you can go back in there and tighten that up. There's a channel that runs between the molly and between the inside of the pouch, and that channel you can adjust how that removable hood sits on there. All right, so now both those bangs are on my back. If I needed to carry a expandable breaching tool, that would go in the sleeve right here. And in the event of a teammate needing to get to my bang, right, like we talked about before, with a lot of pouches out there, you have to either pull something down, unvelcro it, or unclip it. But you can see when you unclip normal bang pouches, they don't really do anything. All right, let me show you what happens when you unclip an ARIDE pouch. You see that? So hopefully you can see that on camera. I'll try to hold this up again. So if you see right here, as I unclip that, it pops right out of your way. All right, now adjustable ride height. Why is that important? I have this adjustable ride height up here, max. So basically I have all this real estate right here to grab and deploy that bang. So you can see there, as I deploy the bang, the spoon is right in the webbing of my hand, and then I can easily access the pin. So we'll do that one more time just to show you here. But essentially what this is I have this configured for wearing on your back or wearing someplace where I want to pop it quickly. All I have to do, hit the buckle, the flap shoots upwards out of your way, grab the bang. I can grab it with my thumb and index finger, so I have a good real estate to grab it. Bring the bang up, it ends up right with a spoon in your hand, twist and go. These are extremely fast to deploy bangs. Now, let's say, hey, I'm not using this anymore. I'm gonna take the ARIDE pouch, I'm gonna smush it down, right? It Velcros to itself. I take my flap, kind of pinch it, fold it over here, and insert it, and now that bang pouch is completely out of your way. All right, just disclaimer out there, be advised, I tried all sorts of Velcro out there. The one wrap held out the best, but if you insert bangs like a million times in there, that one wrap will eventually wear down. So I just want you guys to know that, all right? If you keep banging it, it's gonna wear down just like your mom. All right. So moving on, I just want you guys to know that it is not indestructible. Any soft goods eventually gonna wear out. That is the only thing over the years of testing I've done now that has slowly worn out over time, just so you guys are aware. But that's the bang pouch, all right? Now, it's adjustable ride height, so how else can I carry this bang? Well, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to have one bang that I deploy quickly from my person. So if we start losing momentum going down a hallway, or for whatever reason I want to bang entry point, I want a bang that I can get to without having any of my teammates around me. So we'll move around to the front of the kit, and what we have here is the ARIDE bang pouch in the low configuration. So at this point, I adjusted the bottom so the bang is sitting low into the pouch. Show you that right there. All right. I also removed the quasm buckle. So you'll notice the plastic quasm buckles are all removable. If you want to run it in that low capacity there, all you have to do is just remove that quasm, adjust the bottom strap right here, and you can completely remove the hood on it. So now I have this in a very quick and deployable pouch. And I'll do videos on this down the road here to show you, but right here I just want to showcase the product itself. So this bang is in there pretty far. You can see the pin is completely, I would say probably 90% hidden from there, so it's not going to be a snag hazard. Now when I go to deploy this bang, all I have to do is grab my pinky, put my pinky up, and watch how fast this is. Here, right to there, webbing on my hand, right? The spoon's in the webbing of my hand, and then the pin would be ready to deploy. So again, spoon's protected inside the elastic. I take my pinky from the bottom here, push up into the webbing of my hand, and then I can deploy it. All right. Once again, if I'm not utilizing this pouch, all I need to do is just cinch it closed, and it sticks to itself and it's out of the way. All right, so that's the bang pouch, guys. That bang pouch will works amazing on CTS minis. It also works on full-size CTS bangs. So if you're running the full size still, you can see I have it adjusted a little differently. Again, by adjusting the bottom flap and adjusting the hood, you can make the retention on here as tight as you want. So you can see even that spoon, or I'm sorry, the pin doesn't move at all, right? So you can really move this around, no issue. Take my hand, the top flap gets right out of your way, and then same thing, you can deploy the bang, all right? This is probably the largest bang I would put in there. It's very easy to deploy. Something like a CTS 9 bang, although smaller than the full-size bang, has that rib at the bottom for your pleasure. All right, so sometimes this one can be a little harder depending on how you have it adjusted, but it will deploy this no problem. All right, it will also work with CTS double bangs, right? They're basically the same size as the minis. It'll work with the military bangs as well as the, I believe they're called the NICO or NICOs. Not super familiar with those, but they're around the same size. And then it will also work with a DefTech low roll as well. So basically any bang on the market that is used by military and law enforcement will work. Unfortunately, the only issue is the airsoft bangs do not really work well. So I'm sorry about that. I wanted to make this more for the professional end user. Although those bangs are popular, they don't really fit this pouch well. So maybe in the future, if you guys really want it by popular demand, I'll make one of those specific for that. But in the meantime, I'm just sticking to kind of the law enforcement, military, professional use there. All right, let's move on to the smoke pouches. So the ARIDE smoke pouch, just like the ARIDE Flash Bang pouch, has an adjustable bottom. So this channel on the back here allows it to go up and down so you can adjust the ride height of the smoke, as well as the flap. Again, removable flap, removable quasm buckle. If you see here, guys, on the back, you've got, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. We've got 1/2 inch adjustments for the MOLLE. So the MOLLE channel there, so you can mount this on a belt, you can mount this on a plate carry, you can adjust how you want it on there. It's got Tegris enforced stiffener in the back with a built-in malice clip. And then again, you want to remove the hood, you can remove the hood. You want to remove the quasm, you can remove that. Again, same thing with the smoke. So these are just the, the M18s. Simply push the buckle, that flap gets right out of your way, and then you can deploy the smoke. Now, smoke pouches, when you don't have a smoke in them, are obviously huge, right? Again, a lot of SWAT guys out there have to utilize the same kit for every type of thing you do, right? So it's like, I wish my team had the money and I had the money to buy a plate carrier for each thing I'm doing. If I had a plate carrier for specific hostage rescue on like tubular assaults, if I had a kit for VI, if I had a kit for call outs and riot control, civil unrest, that would be great, right? But a lot of the times guys are running one kit for all those things. So with that being said, you want a kit that's versatile. And with that, I want a pouch that can get out of my way, but is on my kit at all times. Because I never know when I'm going to get called out and it's going to turn into a surround and call out. I never know when civil unrest is going to happen. So I want to have the capability of carrying this stuff with me without utilizing rubber bands. So as you can see here on the left side, so my left side of the kit, I've got a ARIDE smoke pouch. Now the ARIDE smoke pouch right now is holding a CS canister, I'm sorry, a smoke canister by CTS. And I have this in the configuration where it's very slick. It has no quasm on it, and I took the hood off. All right, I wanted something that is very compact because again, I don't use it super often. So same thing, if I want to deploy the smoke, I simply push up on it, grab it, right? In this case, the spoon's on the opposite side, being left-handed. So I would probably end up flipping it or grabbing it here, pop the pin, and then deploy that, all right? Be advised that this is a 6210. On the website, I'll have listed off every smoke it'll hold, but you can see it will hold an M18 as well as anything up to a 5210 JL, so the jet light smoke. So obviously they're different sizes, but because this pouch is so adjustable, you can simply adjust the bottom flap there and insert whatever you want, whether you want to use a hood to have full retention if like your job's cooler than me and you're jumping out of planes or you're worried about it coming out. And then you can have it slick so that way it's very fast to deploy. Completely up to you. Now, here's the best part there, right? So instead of having this big flappy pouch on the side that I can't really cinch up with Velcro or with shock cord, again, it's lined with one wrap. So all I have to do when I'm not utilizing this pouch is just simply press it back down onto itself, and then take a look at how small that is, how slim that is on the side, right? So that's the beauty of this pouch. When you're not using it, get it out of your way. Be advised that will eventually wear down over an extended period of time, but for the time being, it holds up great. There's no issues there. And then be able to adjust it for however you like. All right, so when you guys get these, be advised that there is going to be a little bit of assembly required, right? They are going to come in a pouch, and then you're going to have to configure it based on what bang and what smoke you're utilizing. On the package will be a sticker with a QR code that will link to a separate video where I break down exactly how to put these together. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM, comment on the video below, and until next time, take care.